Hello friends, it's a pleasure to meet you again. Now, the due date for filing the return for the financial year 2021-22, that is assessment year 22-23, the due date for filing your income tax returns, if at all you have got only salary or only house property income, it falls on 31st of July 2022. So like 1 month from now on, the return of income has to be filed. Now in this video, we will talk about what are the various forms that are applicable for the individuals. We have got various forms that we have got applicable for individuals, partnership firm, companies, trust, all those things. What are the various forms that we have got? Now we have got, they are called as ITR. We have got from ITR 1 to ITR 7. We have got from ITR 1 to ITR 7. ITR 1 is applicable only for a resident individual, not applicable for anyone else, applicable only for a resident individual. And their total income should not exceed 50 lakhs. So it's applicable only for a resident individual with a total income up to 50 lakhs. And that resident individual should have only salary income, only one house property income, and interest income. Can have interest income. That means if the individual has got 2 house property income, or the individual has got some kind of capital gains or some kind of business income, then ITR 1 cannot be filed. This form, that is ITR 1, cannot be filed even if the individual is a director of a company, or individual has invested in unlisted companies, or individual has withdrawn money from the bank and the bank has deducted under section 194N tax, bank has deducted under section 194N, then the individual cannot file ITR 1. They have to file some other form. What are those forms? We will talk about it. That means this is a very, very simple form, applicable only for individual has got salary or one house property income, salary and one house property income and interest. So individual has got 2 house property income, cannot file ITR 1. Then where he has to go? Go to ITR 2. Individual has got capital gains, go to ITR 2. Individual is a director, cannot file ITR 1. Individual has invested in unlisted shares, cannot file ITR 1. For that individual, bank has deducted a tax under section 194N for cash withdrawal, cannot file ITR 1. So ITR 1 can be filed only for salaried income, one house property income and interest income, and put together all these is less than 50 lakhs. Then next is ITR 2. ITR 2 is applicable if an individual is not able to file ITR 1, that individual can go to ITR 2, slightly bigger form. But however, if the individual has got a business income, ITR 2 cannot be filed. HUF also should use ITR 2. So individual and HUF not having business income can file ITR 2. That means I have got 2 house property income. You cannot file ITR 1 now, so you have to go to ITR 2. I got capital gains. You cannot file ITR 1 now, you can go to ITR 2. I'm a director of a company, cannot file ITR 1 now, go to ITR 2. I have listed in unlisted equity shares, invested in unlisted equity shares, cannot file ITR 1 now, go to ITR 2. So this is what we have got for ITR 2. So individual and HUF, if they don't have business income, can go to ITR 2. No other restrictions. The only restriction that you have got in ITR 2 is you should not have business income. ITR 3 is again for individual and HUF having business income. If at all you have got a business income, then you can go to ITR 3. ITR 4 is again a very simple form. Applicable for individual, HUF, and the partnership firm. The total income again should not exceed 50 lakhs. Then what is the difference between ITR 1 and ITR 4? ITR 1 also total income cannot exceed 50 lakhs. ITR 4 also it cannot exceed. But ITR 4, if you have got presumptive income under section 44 AD, 44 ADE and 44 AE, then you can go to ITR 4. But you cannot go to ITR 1 if at all you have got a presumptive income. So I got a presumptive income. I got a house property income. I got a salary. Then go to ITR 4. The moment I got a presumptive income and it is less than 50 lakhs, go to ITR 4. Again, you cannot go to ITR 4 if you are a director, you have invested in unlisted equity shares. You cannot go to ITR 4. So again, quickly summarizing, 4 ITRs can be applied for an individual. ITR 2, we'll just finish off the simplest one. ITR 2, if at all you have got any income other than business, you can go to ITR 2. If you have got business income plus any other income you have got, you can go to ITR 3. ITR 3 does not have any restrictions. The moment you have got a business income, go to ITR 3, no restriction at all. ITR 2, the only restriction is you should not have business income. ITR 1 and ITR 4. ITR 1, income should not exceed 50 lakhs. You should have only salary income, one house property income and interest income. You should not be director. You should not have invested in unlisted equity shares. You should not have tax should not have been deducted by the bank for cash withdrawal. Then only you can go to ITR 1. So much of conditions. ITR 4, total income should be less than 50 lakhs. You should not have you should not be a director. You should not have invested in unlisted equity shares. But you can have presumptive income under ITR 4. That means you can have presumptive income, salary income, house property income under ITR 4. Then ITR 5 is applicable for partnership firms, or it is applicable for cooperative societies. If there is an AOP or BY, they can go to ITR 5. Very rarely we see concept of AOP BY. So partnership firm and cooperative societies will be eligible for ITR 5. They can file in ITR 5. ITR 6 will be for companies other than companies which are claiming or which are charitable institutions. If a company is a charitable institution, they cannot go to ITR 6. Every other company, they can file ITR 6. ITR 7 will be applicable for all those charitable organizations, political parties, like that special organizations should file in ITR 7. Quickly summarize this particular thing. ITR 1 is applicable only if there is a salary, one house property income, I use HP, and interest income. The total income should be less than or equal to 50 lakhs. Then there is a restriction. What is the restriction? That means these persons cannot file ITR 1. Director of a company invested in unlisted equity shares. If you are invested in listed equity shares, no problem. Tax deducted under section 194M. What is it 194M? 194M is for cash withdrawals. Cash withdrawals, banker would have deducted taxes. If there is a tax that has been deducted by the bank under section 194M, you cannot go to ITR 1. ITR 2. This is applicable only for resident individuals. The resident individuals. ITR 2 is for individuals and HUs. The only restriction is should not have business income, business or professional income. Should not have business or professional income. ITR 3. ITR 3 that we have got is again applicable for ITR 3 that we have got is again applicable for individual HUs, There are no restrictions at all. Absolutely no restrictions at all. Any income can be there, including business income. Including business income. ITR 4. ITR 4 that you have got will be for individual HUF. Total income should be less than 50 lakhs. Presumptive income. If you have got a presumptive income, you can go to ITR 4. Again, you are a director in the company, you cannot file ITR 4. You are invested in unlisted equity shares, you cannot file ITR 4. ITR 5 is for partnership firm, AOP or BOI, cooperative society. Cooperative society. ITR 6 is for company. Under the restriction, only one company restricted. ITR 7 is for charitable organization, political party. Political parties. These are the various things that you need to be careful while you are filing ITR. Now, friends, where should you file the ITR? You can file the ITR. Best thing today is go to income tax portal. Use your login credentials. Username will be only your PAN. You might have got your password, which would have been set. Use the income tax portal. Very simple form. You don't need to go even for a third party portal. So my advice would be, if it is ITR 1 or 2, you yourself can go ahead and file. Not too much complications. So go ahead and file the ITR, and please ensure that we file before the due date, 31st July 2022. We will again shortly catch up and talk about the due dates that are applicable now. So there are different due dates that you have got. What are the due dates that are applicable? If at all you are only a salary percent is 31st of July. There are other due dates also. So we'll quickly catch up sometime later to understand what are the due dates that you got. Thank you.